Evening all, RaMarcus here, back again finally with a new video. I know it's been about 9 months since I've last put anything on this channel, but I do intend to use 2022 as an excuse to finally get some new content out, be a bit more regular, put some stuff out. I know I do keep promising that, but I really do want to do that, and I really should be using kind of the arcade I've got here as a bit of a kind of a platform for doing that, you know, letting you guys know how to do a VR arcade maybe. How it's going for me, what I do, how I set it all up, what works, what doesn't work, what could do better, what could do worse, all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a little kind of update video. I've come in early today. It's New Year's Day, 1st of January 2022. Came in first thing because I had a booking in, and I think it looks like they're not, either a no-show or they've booked the wrong time. So I came in nice and early for one of our few bookings we've got today, so I probably could have just been closed today, to be honest. But you know, I thought I might as well be open because why not? And that's, you know, and now I'm kind of be hanging around for a little bit and not doing anything. So I thought I'd jump on the camera and kind of do a little bit of a kind of a catch up with you guys. So not much has really changed in the arcade if you kind of look around. So we've still got our sort of our gaming areas. We use the Valve Index headset, so sort of base station tracking, that sort of thing. PCs with RTX 2070 Supers in them, still doing us proud almost 2 years on, and they work really well. Everyone kind of really enjoys them. The controller's obviously great with the kind of finger tracking, that sort of thing. Still got our racers running Project Cars Pro. We'll have maybe a chat about that at some point. I know I put a video out about it kind of maybe potentially losing Project Cars Pro. But that kind of has stayed now, and we're okay with it. We're now sort of paying slightly differently for it. Could it be cheaper? Yeah, I'd like it to be cheaper, but it's not. But it works really well, and we've got a little bit of software that runs with it now that kind of tracks everyone's kind of lap times and that sort of thing, so they can build a kind of an online profile of kind of, you know, their racing and that sort of thing, which I think hopefully in 2022 will kind of help sort of push the racing out there a bit more. But we've got a couple of other things going on with that, and as I say, we'll maybe sort of touch base on the racing seats, because the space they take up is about probably the same space that you get for sort of two sort of gaming areas like over there, but they don't bring in as much money as two of those areas do for the area they take up here. But they're 6 seats, so it's not far off, but they definitely could be kind of busier. Yesterday was pretty busy actually for the racing, but the sort of gaming areas tend to be the things that book out solid all day, and the racing for a lot of the time can be kind of just sat there doing nothing. We do have like a hot lap leaderboard and stuff where kind of people set the fastest lap each month, and we give them a little bit of a prize. Not much has changed. Oh, we do have some new sort of machines here. So we've got ourselves a Gatling gun. So you pick up this huge gun here, you point it forward, the whole barrel moves and everything like that. So if we could sort of have a little press, it's quite heavy. You shoot aliens, zombies, dinosaurs, bugs, all sorts of cool stuff. A new set of sort of pod seats here, so they kind of do pretty much the same sort of thing the last ones did, but a little bit better. They look very cool. The other one was, you know, well used, but it's now gone to a seaside location to be used at the seaside. And we also now have a motorbike, and look how fancy that looks. You'll see with the motorbike that we've had to stick something over this light over here because it's so bright. Literally, I stand there behind the counter, and then that thing is pointing right at me, and I literally blinding me. So I had to put a little cap over it. So I need to figure something out a bit more sort of professional looking, other than what I've got on there at the moment. But it works for now. But yeah, that's like a sort of motorbike sort of thing. It could be like a jet ski or futuristic motorbike. The whole thing moves. It even has like a water spray feature, so it sprays you with water. But I don't have that enabled because, well, you know, I don't want water spraying around all inside my arcade. Town's pretty quiet at the moment. I don't know if you can see much outside. You can see a little bit. It's a bit wet, a bit miserable looking. It's New Year's Day, so I can't imagine we're going to get many people in today, if at all. As I say, we've only got a few bookings in, a few small ones in today. Anyway, so most of it seems to be like tomorrow or Sunday, but it picks up again. So I think in hindsight, I should have been closed today. But this time last year, so the 1st of January 2021, we were closed due to lockdown. And the 1st January, we were very new and a new business. We were open. It wasn't busy, but we were still new. So I guess maybe still a bit more a novelty, so people were coming in. Whereas I guess now it's raining, horrible. People probably just want to stay at home. Anything else kind of update you on about this place? I need to take down the Christmas decorations, so we've still got tinsel everywhere. So it's the first. There's Christmas tree. Very cool Christmas tree. I like that Christmas tree. Need to take that down today. That's one of my jobs. I've put out some social media posts about sort of our racing, and we could do a special offer on our sort of escape rooms and stuff. But I'd be interested to know from you guys, what sort of thing do you want to see? Do you want to see more of this, more vloggy stuff? I am looking into getting myself a really nice, that new Canon, I don't know if you've seen it, Canon VR 180 lens and R5 camera that goes with it. It's expensive, but I do have some kit and some other cameras that I can hopefully sell to kind of help soften the blow of that a little bit and be able to purchase it. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to do that, but it should be really nice, high quality VR 180 stuff. Done in here, done around other places, so stay tuned for that. So I think there should be some really good stuff to put on the channel and for you guys to kind of enjoy, kind of give you a real feel of being almost here with me. Anything else to kind of update you on? I don't think so. Everything's going okay. Arcade's going okay. Could it be busier? Yes. Is COVID having an impact? Yes. Is it end of the world? No. Would I open a new VR arcade right now? Maybe not, but it's a tricky thing because like everything's kind of like a bit in limbo as everyone kind of is unsure what they can do and where they can do it and how they can do it and that sort of thing. So I don't know. In hindsight, would I have opened the arcade knowing COVID was going to happen? I think I probably still would have, to be fair, because it's been quite an interesting experience. It definitely would be nicer to have a bit more time off. I did actually have a couple of days finally over Christmas. So Christmas and Boxing Day we were actually shut, and I got to have, I say a lie-in. I think Boxing Day had a little bit of a lie-in, but the Christmas Day, obviously with the kids, I've got 2 kids. We're up still fairly early for all that sort of stuff. But it was nice to spend a little bit more time with my family, because that is probably what I'm missing most about being here. Pretty much, first thing, last thing every day. It is quite grueling to keep doing it, but I'm enjoying it. People are enjoying it. The reviews people get for our place are really good and encouraging. I think the only kind of real thing I wish I had was just more space. I wish the place was like double or triple the size, really, and I think that's realistically how I could only really make much more money in this place. So more of those sort of gaming areas over there, because as I sort of say, at the weekend, the gaming tends to be booked out like pretty much solid, and people coming in quite often asking for more than 4, because I've only got 4 headsets. So if I had sort of 8 or 12 or even more, I think I probably could fill them. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, it's hard to say, I'm just kind of guessing. But when they're booked up sort of a week or 2 in advance, if we look at next Saturday, they're pretty booked up already, which means obviously no one can rebook them now between now and then, so there's no money to be made for that day for those sort of headsets. So yeah, everything going okay. I'm still positive, I'm still looking forward to it. I've got a few things planned for the arcade to kind of make it a little bit better. I think the racing's something interesting we're going to have to touch base on. As I say, trying to figure out a better way of using that to make more money out of it. I've got a few ideas, a few plans. We may shift the sort of layout of the arcade a little bit, but we don't have a lot of space to play with anyway. And there's certain things I want to make sure we keep, and the kind of the feel and the kind of how the place works before we sort of change anything sort of too serious about the arcade. But yeah, so I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're going to have a nice 2022. As I say, I will be kind of looking to put more videos out over kind of the coming months. Hopefully once I get the VR 180 camera, which I do have some VR 180 cameras already, but only like the Insta360 Evo, which is kind of consumer level, and it's okay. But I'd like the crispy video that you get from the 8K sensor on the Canon R5, but it does come with a nice big price tag. But hopefully that should create some interesting stuff for the channel and for you guys to see, and bring you back and kind of be a bit more immersed in my life, in VR arcade life. And I'll still cover kind of the occasional games and stuff like that, but I think I more prefer to kind of cover arcade stuff and stuff that we're sort of doing here, and the games and stuff that we use a lot here, because they do kind of vary a little bit from the stuff you get at home. We have arcade versions of them, so a bit like Propagation you can get on Steam. There's a Propagation Top Squad version that we can get only in arcades, and it's up to 8 players at the same time in like a set mission. So more of that sort of thing, which there is actually a video on my channel of that game, so if you want to check that out, there is a kind of gameplay of me and my family playing that. But yeah, let me know what you had for Christmas. Are you into VR? Are you new to VR? Is there anything I can help you with? Any insights I can kind of give you? Are you interested in VR arcades and how they're all set up? I know I do get the occasional kind of email and random messages from people asking me to kind of share my information. There's certain things I don't want to share for obvious reasons, but other things I'm more than happy to kind of share, and hopefully I'll do that over the coming months. So hopefully you guys are all well. That's going to be pretty much me. I think we're going to leave it about the 10-minute mark. We don't want to kind of run too much longer. That's been me chatting solid for 10 minutes. I think I need a drink. But hopefully you enjoy that. Hit the like button. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. I can't remember what my whole outro used to be, so I'll have to look back on my video and recap myself. But I do know I used to give you guys a virtual high five.